Alright gentlemen, for this one right here, we're going to be talking about Siege Mode, and we're going to talk about two very important perks for every single class. So we're going to talk about your knockback resistant perk, and we're going to talk about what team perk you should be taking as well if you want to push to the higher levels of hard Siege Mode. So we'll start here with the tactical, and pay no attention to any build that's going on in the screen. It's all testing things out, so no build makes any sense. So definitely don't pay attention to that. Just pay attention to what I say about the team perk and your knockback perk. So your team perk right here is going to be secure stockpile. Now, this is very important in Siege Mode now. You need these nades to really take care of these hordes, and this is going to keep you up on them and keep your entire squad up on them. So this is a very, very strong perk that they added in, and it is definitely built towards using it towards Siege Mode. So I highly recommend the tactical taking secure stockpile. And then when it comes for your knockback resistance, the perk you're taking is heightened vigor. Now, the knockback resistance is very important, guys, because you're going to suffer knockback in the later waves. And once you take some knockback in the later waves, it is a lot of times certain death, because you're going to get hit by so many targets before you recover. So knockback resistance is extremely important, and you want to make sure you have it on your class. So like I said, your core is heightened vigor, and your team perk is secure stockpile. He does have good team perks here as well, but I think this is going to help you and your entire team out the most. Okay, and when we're looking at the assault, now the assault, he is basically he's picking the team perk that's going to best suit him. I would say if you're running the dash build assault, you are going to take proven efficiency, because you will still be getting a lot of gun strikes. Now, getting them off sometimes is not as easy in Siege Mode with a lot of enemies, but I do think if you're running the dash build good, proven efficiency will be a good one. Now, if you're running in the traditional way and you're using your ground pounds, you're going to want strategic strikes to really maximize every ground pound on the extremist enemies. And, you know, if you're running like a blocking Thunderhammer, you can do a lot of damage with your ground pounds, and this will help a lot with the extremist enemies. And when we're, oh god, if I say and one more time, my bad, guys. Okay, a adrenaline boost. So for this one right here, after perfectly timed parry, block, or dodge, you will not, you know, you're going to have your knockback resistance. So you're going to have to pick this on your prestige perks. And this is honestly, I think, one of his best ones that he has besides like Duelist. So definitely make sure you're taking adrenaline boost. And for your team perk, like I said, I would take strategic strikes if you're using your ground pound. If you're using your dash build, then I would go with proven efficiency. So when we are talking about our Vanguard here, now the Vanguard, it is a must take for the team perk. This is 100%, you have to take this perk, guys. It is going to make sure that you and your entire team get so much life throughout the waves. It's insane, because you're killing over 100 extremist enemies. So that's 30% every extremist, and it's going to help out your team immensely. I've been with so many Vanguards, and I don't think one has been running this yet, which is kind of crazy. So make sure you are running this if you are playing hard Siege. This is definitely going to help out your team. And then when we're looking at our knockback resistance on the class, you're going to go with upper hand. This one is very similar to the assaults. It is going to give you your knockback resistance from a perfect time parry, block, or dodge as well. So you want to make sure you have upper hand and that you are taking unmatched Zell. Now make sure you are taking this, guys. It's going to help out a lot. So next up, we have the Bullwork here. When it comes to his team perk here, you're going to want to take advanced. I still recommend taking advanced conditioning, but effective formation isn't too bad either, because 20% less health damage against the extremists is very nice. But I think this just helps out overall more. So both of these are pretty good, but I do recommend advanced conditioning. And then for your knockback, you have a lot of different knockback resistances on the class here. Armored Advance is one, and then your other one is going to be Merciless Resolve. So you go with Merciless Resolve, kind of if you're running like the Thunderhammer, you're going to want to, you know, you might as well go with this one. And Armored Advance is really good, guys. So I would just run these in tandem, honestly, to be truthful. But, you know, that one's really up to you. Either one of these is going to give you some knockback resistance on the class. And he, like I said, with this one right here, Armored Advance is one of the best ones in the game. Okay, and the Sniper. Now, with the Sniper, I basically use Lingering Concealment for my knockback, because I just I'm able to stay in my cloak. But if you don't use lingering concealment, I'm sure anybody who's not using lingering concealment is already using persistence. So persistence is his knockback immunity, and you will take 20% less health damage. So he has a very strong one too, but I don't think it is worth sacrificing your yeah, I don't think it's sacrificing lingering concealment is a good idea for this, but that is up to you. And then when it's coming to our team perk, you're going to want to take squad renewal, and headshot kill, you know, will charge up your ability 10% for all your squad members. Very powerful one. Just make sure anybody in your team, make sure they actually have guns that are getting headshots, because it's going to benefit them a lot as well. And then when it comes to the heavy, you're the best one in here, honestly. Every single one of these are very good for siege mode. There's not a bad one, guys. These probably, I think, Bonds of Brotherhood. I've been reviving people a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I've been reviving a ton of people, and Bonds of Brotherhood would be nice in that way. But just take it with your team dynamic, because the heavy is all these team perks are just like, they're like S tier perks to me. So these are all very good. And then when you're talking about your knockback resistance, you're going to want to take strategic stand. It is, I think this is the best. This and the Bullworks Armored Advance are the two best in my book. And just on the pull of a button, you're going to have, you know, no loss of control, and you're going to have resistance to knockback. So very powerful on the class. One of the strongest right here for Horde mode, because of the massive amount of damage he does and the good amount of survivability he also has. So, like I said, when it comes to your team perk and the heavy guys, you can really take whichever one that is going to suit your team the best. But they are all very, very good. And like I said, Bonds of Brotherhood, if you are like I said, I'm reviving a lot of people a lot throughout my waves, and Bonds of Brotherhood would just come in handy in that way, you know? So I just wanted to get this out here, guys. I played a lot of random queue matches, and I've grouped with a lot of people that just are struggling with picking some of the proper perks that is going to, and it's not just about helping your team, like it's really going to help you out a lot too. So make sure that you're grabbing your knockback resistance, and that you are taking your proper team perk, and you're going to have a lot more success throughout your waves.